Have you ever wondered what happens when a deceitful king meets an honest financier? Today we unravel a tale from a time shrouded in mystery, a time when kingdoms were as numerous as the stars in the sky. In one such kingdom, a cunning king held sway, his throne built on deceit and manipulation. With a penchant for acquiring treasures, this king appointed a financier to handle the kingdom's transactions, but not just any financier. This one was as crafty as the king himself, a man who could outwit the merchants, buying their goods at meager prices and filling the royal treasury. But there was another character in this tale, an ex-financier, a man of unwavering honesty who had once served the king. He believed in fair trade and ensured that every merchant received their due value for the goods they brought to sell. His integrity was as solid as a rock, unshaken by the winds of greed. One day, a merchant came to the court, his heart filled with hope and his hands holding the reins of 500 magnificent horses. He sought to sell his herd, expecting a price as grand as his equine treasure. However, the new financier, with his sly grin and calculating eyes, appraised the horses. The offer? A mere handful of rice. The merchant's face fell, his dreams shattered by the absurdly low offer. He felt cheated, wronged, his trust in the royal court wavering. But then he remembered the former financier, the honest one. A glimmer of hope sparked in his heart as he turned to this trustworthy man for help. The honest financier listened, his heart heavy with the injustice served to the merchant. He knew he had to help, to ensure that fairness prevailed in the kingdom he once served. So, with the merchant by his side, he started devising a plan to expose the deceitful king and his unscrupulous financier. Feeling cheated, the merchant turned to the former trustworthy financier for help, and so a plan was hatched. The following day, the merchant and the honest financier returned to the royal court, armed with an audacious plan. The merchant, with a confident stride and a twinkle in his eye, approached the new financier. He posed an audacious question, one that would challenge the very fabric of the financier's deceit. "How much," he asked, "do you appraise the entire worth of this kingdom to be?" The unscrupulous financier, caught off guard, stuttered and stumbled over his words. He had never been tasked with such an assessment before. However, his greed and lack of integrity led him to a quick and absurdly low estimation. "A mere handful of rice," he declared, "is the worth of this kingdom." The court fell into a stunned silence. The king, sitting high on his throne, felt his heart skip a beat. His kingdom, his realm, his life's work reduced to a handful of rice? The absurdity of the situation was not lost on him. He realized the risk he had taken by entrusting the kingdom's financial matters to this unqualified financier. The king, though deceitful, was not unwise. He understood that his kingdom's stability was far more important than dishonest gains. He recognized the grave mistake he had made. The merchant's audacious plan had worked. It had served as a stark wake-up call to the king. With newfound resolve, the king decided to rectify his mistake. He turned to the merchant, offering him a fair value for his magnificent herd of horses. The deceitful king had learned a valuable lesson that day, that integrity and honesty were far more valuable than any dishonest gains. And so, a lesson in integrity and honesty prevailed, proving that such virtues were the true treasures for both the kingdom and its ruler.